Good morning. Good morning. This is November 19th, and we have about 18 minutes until we're going to take any possible action. Market's going to open here in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so this is the 10-minute chart of the NASDAQ futures. MNQ1 exclamation mark is the symbol. What I'm looking at here, we had a sell yesterday. Most likely we'll have another sell today. I'm keeping an eye on this zone right here. This is an interesting zone right in here where we had support form. Okay, support form. Small support, but we bounced off of this level, and then there was support. Then the support was broken. Now we retested it, and then we moved down. Now, I was tempted, and this morning when I was looking at this, I was tempted to enter a short position right in here, but that would have been breaking rules and sort of getting into the market too early. I like to wait for the 9:30 candle to open and then close. So technically, I like to not take any trades until 9:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you can see the wick on this particular candle, see how the top wick was much larger than the body of the candle here. So that's a very specific formation that's usually indicative of further downside. Here's a bottom wick that was much larger than the body of the candle here. We got a good amount of upside. So usually you really want to pay attention to those wicks. The wicks don't lie. So right now, honestly, what I'm expecting to see happen is I'm expecting to see this level get retested, and then we get a push further down. And we'll see if we can set up a trade where we're taking this down. So we'll just leave it sit like that. We are in neutral for another 15 minutes. So we're just hanging out for 15 minutes. Then we'll possibly consider taking a live trade. So just hang out for then. I'll be right back.
Okay, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. You didn't take off your pants and your shoes. I told you to go upstairs. It's the bathroom. Your pants are all wet with urine. Okay, they need to be changed. I asked go upstairs and take everything off because we need to change it, but you didn't do that. So let's go up and get that done. Your pants are soaking wet and they smell like urine.
Yeah, we've got very, very liquid markets these days, very active markets. Yeah, it's taking it down. That's what I thought. I thought that would happen. You have that type of thing happening. But we're gonna wait till the 9:30 candle to close. That's the key. A lot can happen in the 9:30 candle in the 9:30 candle. So we're gonna just wait for that. All right, so yeah, we're in the 9:30 candle right now. This is a 9:30 opening candle, so the market is open, and we have 5 minutes and 48 seconds for this candle to close. So, if this is forming an engulfing candle here. If this candle closes the right way, we could look to probably take a long trade, possibly, with the stops at the lows there. Maybe. We will see. We will see. You got a support zone that was swept, that was touched. We're going to see how this plays out. Typically, I like to go long on the market, and we have been selling off for a while. It's been a selling market for, let's see. Let's go to the daily chart here. We've been in a little bit of a sell-off here. So, it might be time to catch a bounce. It really might be. So, I would not be surprised if we maybe get a bounce here today. You have a significant support zone right here. It's an interesting support zone. It's not super significant, but that is a nice level. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we might be taking a break higher today once this candle closes. I kind of like the buy. I really do, actually. I like you have this zone that was this trend line, this downward trend line that was broken. Now it's being retested. I like the I like this target level. It's pretty high up there, but yeah, maybe. I like this wick. I like this wick. Huh. I like the way how quickly this came up here. So if it can close pretty high, but if it gets hammered down, that's not good. See that selling pressure? Selling pressure. Top wick. Yeah, I might just put an entry sell at the base of this green candle, honestly, and just see if just wait for that and see if it gets hit. Maybe. Let's see how it closes here. 20 seconds. All right, finishing strong. These last 15 seconds mean a lot. They always mean a lot. All right, so nothing, I'm not going to act on this right away. I want to see this next candle. This next candle will probably break the high and then come back down a little bit. So I'm not going to jump right in. I'm not going to put an entry buy order at the top of that candle. Even though I could, but we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to wait. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Yeah, I think it may be a continuation of sell. That might be it. Might sell from here. All right, I'm gonna put an entry sell order at the base of this candle. A sell stop. Stop loss. Stop loss is at 24,650. Entry is at 24,571, and the take profit is at 24,497. And it's for educational purposes only. Not just going to sit there just in case. Now, look, let's say hypothetically I did have an entry buy order, a buy stop at the top of that candle. I'm buying right at a resistance level. That's a risky area right there to just buy, to take the buy of the break higher. It's not a terrible entry. It's not that bad. it probably has a 50-50 shot of working out, but I just wasn't comfortable with it this morning. So you have to be really careful. But that wasn't, that's, yeah, this is good. You're getting good action there. You could have been in the money quite a little bit right now. Not a lot, but let's see how this candle closes. It's a selling zone. You have to be careful right in there. That is a selling zone. You're gonna get downward pressure in that zone. But how does it follow through? That's the question. We'll see how this candle closes. You got 6 minutes left in this candle. Yeah, would have been a nice little buy there. It is what it is. There's going to be always more opportunities. So I guess, yeah, the structure here, was this tweezer, which wasn't a nice looking tweezer. It was sloppy, but it was a tweezer. And then I guess you had consolidation here, and then this was the retest, and then you get the bounce. So that's okay. I think we're still in a selling zone. You got to be very careful. Selling, all in there. I might want to, yeah. I could see people put a sell limit order right in here, a sell limit in that box, but I typically don't do sell limits. But that was a day trade. That right there. In the morning, you had an engulfing green candle. Could have taken the break higher. I just wasn't comfortable doing it, and that's it. Doesn't matter. Didn't make anything. Didn't lose anything. Made a little bit of experience, a little bit of an educational lesson, but I didn't want to go long into a sell zone. If you bought long here, you have this red sell zone, another sell zone. These red wicks. See all these wicks over on this level. If you analyze the wicks here, this red wick is the tallest of them all. The red wicks were the tallest, so that's not good. You have a nice green wick here, which is good, but these were all red. If you had red wicks in here, just didn't like it. So it's okay. Rather be safe than sorry. Let's take a look at gold. All right. Yep. Gold is climbing back up here. Gold's on an uptrend. We'll see. See if it can break these levels right here. This is the challenge for gold right now. What's it gonna do here? You had support, you had resistance, now it's thinking. And we will see. Copper, $5 a pound. Let's check the E-mini futures. E-mini futures. So the MES1 exclamation mark tracks the S&P 500 and the MNQ1 exclamation mark tracks the NASDAQ composite. So I've been really you really only trade these two instruments, the MES1 exclamation mark or the MNQ1 exclamation mark, sometimes gold maybe. But the NASDAQ futures here can be really rewarding. Yeah, that was the day trade right there. A little buy order, be in and be done for the day right now. Wow. It's all right though. Probably take a sell right here. Okay, so candle closed. Now we are in the 950 candle. Be right back. Yeah, generally speaking, you don't want to get in front of the stock market. I mean, it's gonna, generally speaking, it's gonna go up. It's gonna just, you have the stocks, they represent organizations, of humanity, of human efforts. The stock market is organizations of human efforts. And if you want to get in front of that and say it's not going to go higher, the value of it essentially is not going to go higher, good luck. Uh, a lot of my friends, they only do longs in the market. And yeah, you can see why. Yeah, it's a good Tuesday. Tuesday's a good trading day. I just put in a buy order for gold, actually. I'm doing a buy order at gold at 41.20. I see the formation, I see a trigger candle. I like gold right now, so we're gonna buy gold if it hits it. If it hits it, we're taking it. Take profit up at 41.47. 41.47, take profit. Entry on gold is at 41.19, and I'm in. Stop loss is at 4100. So we'll just see. I'm just gonna see how far I can take this. Maybe I can take a little scalp, a little bit of money here. There you go. I'm out for $24. I'm done with that. I could have held it longer, but I just wanted to take a little something. Yeah. I missed that trade this morning on the stock market. Yeah, that was a good long. Could have been up $400 right now, but it's okay. Tomorrow will be another one, and the next day will be another one, and the next day, and the next day. Really, with this trading, it comes down to I'm canceling out my sell stop order. No more sell order on the Nasdaq futures. But if you can wait, if you can be a good waiter, so you want to wait to get in, you want to be good at waiting to get in, and you want to be good at waiting to get out. All right. And then 100% of the time you're waiting. It means you're just waiting. So you're waiting to get into the market and you're waiting to get out of the market. And if you're really good at waiting to get in, you will wait and you will not get in at, you know, opportune times that won't be beneficial. And then if you're good at waiting to get out, you're going to be in profit. If you're going to essentially, you'll be in profit and you're good at not taking profit too early. So, yeah, with gold here, this is a standard opportunity on gold here. With gold, I saw the formation, the flag, easy to spot. And if you look here, right there is an engulfing candle. So that was the engulfing trigger candle, and a break higher of that would have been a good opportunity to go long. And I did. And I just took a little bit, took enough to pay for a couple meals for today, just to at least make something. But whatever. Styles arm gold. We can make a little educational post about it if I wanted to. We'll think about that. But yeah, here now with the Nasdaq futures, let's see, what are we running into now? Now we're running into another sell zone right here. So will this be the sell zone that it sells off to? Probably not. I think we're going to go up all the way up to this level right up here. I think we're going to go all the way up to that. And then we'll see some interesting sell action. But wow. Yeah, we were selling off hard. We were selling off hard on the stock market for a week. And then this is the sort of the reversal. This is the reversal, and then we'll probably get choppy moves upward throughout this week. Okay? So during those chop moves up this week, we'll be taking little buy scalps up to the upside. So yeah, that red box right there, that would be interesting level to have a sell limit order at. That would be an interesting level for a sell limit at 24,916, 24,917. The sell limit there, that could work out. But I don't really mess around with the sell limits. The trade's done. Everything's done for the day. There's nothing more to do now. You can't get involved. We were in a pressure building phase. This is like our bull channel. This is our structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the move. So we had a five wave count. We had green wick, this taller green wick that wound up playing out. That was it right there. There's your structure. 5 wave count on that. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was more than 3. So you were gonna get a big move. And so this is the pressure build phase right here. Pressure build. And here's pressure release. And now we're gonna wait till where's tomorrow? So here's today is today's Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday, which is also a good trading day. Fine. Sorry, I thought it was Tuesday. But where is Thursday at 9:30 a.m.? Thursday at 9:30 a.m. is right here. So as this now is made its pressure release phase, we're going to wait for something hopefully like this to happen. Or something like this. And it would maybe hit this and then maybe hit this support zone right here. Like something like in here. Because now that's going to be support if it gets hit. So that's that. So that's how we're adjusting now. So now we have broken resistance. Yeah, we got that quick move up on gold. Just what I wanted. So yeah, broken resistance. Yep, here's a pressure release. And that's it. Can't take a trade now. There's an opportunity in the morning, and now it's gone. So now we need to wait for another pressure building phase. And that will happen. We're maybe not done going up. We might go up even higher. It's crazy. We might even go up higher. But we're starting to hit some headwinds here for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit more, and we're gonna wait till tomorrow to see if this green box gets retested. You know, see what happens. We got a lot of upside to cover. We've been selling off for a while. We've been selling off. We've been in a bear market here for since October 29th. We've been selling. So 3 weeks we've been in a seller's market. And now for 3 weeks it might be a buyer's market. Could very well be true. Could very well be true. There'll be plenty of times there'll be a good opportunity. It's tough to spot the reversals. If it's going to be going up now and it reversed up and it's going to go up now for another month or so, it's tough to catch those reversals. It can be tough. But to catch the continuation moves, okay, so today we had a buy. Tomorrow we'll look for a buy. And then if tomorrow is a buy, the next day we'll look for a buy. And that's how it works. Yeah, I'm gonna hold UPS until at least the next earnings release. Okay, so the next earnings release is going to be it's gonna be after the holidays. So next earnings release February 3rd. Okay. So I'm not doing anything with UPS until February 3rd. Okay, so that's what the UPS is. I'm just doing nothing with it till February 3rd. And I expect UPS on February 3rd. We probably get another spike higher. We had earnings release and we got this huge spike. And I'm suspecting that we'll have maybe they might consolidate the whole time. And we start to get a little bit of move and then more consolidation and then earnings release. Hopefully that's what happens. So I might sell into earnings release, but we'll see. And Hafnia is Hafnia. Nothing's changed there. It's looking good. I'll be ready. I might sell some, and if it gets up to $7, and then Dow is just I'm being patient with Dow, but we got a dividend getting paid here on the November 28th, so we want to at least collect that, and then we'll see. Litecoin's under 100. Bitcoin is under 100,000. So Bitcoin has experienced a bit of a sell off, but it's interesting to see how XRP seems to be holding up a little better out of all the cryptos. So I'm not surprised there. Verizon, what is Verizon doing? Okay, Verizon's creeping back. Hopefully we'll get a move up. We'll get some more moving upside. It had a surprise earning estimate, a surprise of 2 cents higher than they expected. So yeah, earnings are positive for Verizon. It's a profitable company. It is what it is. I just collected the dividend on it in October 10th. Okay, so back to the NASDAQ futures. And this is the 4-hour chart. We were just on 4-hour charts there. Now it's 10-minute chart. Yeah, that's it. You gotta wait for pressure building. So we just had a pressure release phase, and we're gonna be expecting to enter a pressure building phase. Just if you can look at the market in 2 cycles like that: pressure release, pressure build, pressure release, pressure build, pressure release, pressure build. It definitely functions in that way. So that's just one sort of window to look through. But that's a specific level right there. This is an interesting level. They're going to play around with this level for a while, probably for the whole morning and afternoon. 24,911. Yeah, they're going to play with that level, I suspect. So, yeah, this is all for educational purposes only. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to clock out here soon. But there was a good buy opportunity, but I played it safe. I didn't get involved, and I took a small buy on gold here. Took a buy here. That was my day trade for the day. I got in and out. I placed my order just a little bit above the high of that engulfing candle. So just spot that. I just saw that, and then within 10 seconds, I was saying, "Oh, I got to get in." Sometimes it's a lot of time. That's the whole purpose of training and having experience in this. You can see it set up, and you don't hesitate. You get involved immediately. Same thing would have just happened here at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. If I was awake, you could have seen this flag, and there was an engulfing candle right here. And you could have taken the break higher. At least to the highs of the flag. That's the way I typically do it. At least to the highs of the flag. Your stop loss would have been right here. So, anyways, yeah, I'm not getting in front of gold. Who's to say gold? It could be at $5, $6, $7,000 an ounce in a year or two. Seriously, you don't know. Yep. So I'm definitely holding some gold, and for the long term. And yeah, the Nasdaq futures, they're gonna rip. They're ripping. But the thing to note about the Nasdaq futures right now, now that we're at these highs, I like this wick pattern right here. The green wick is taller than all the others. This. I also like this green wick right here. This is taller than all the others as well. So that's important. So you may get may get a little movement here and then some good continuation up into the afternoon. But typically you have to expect, a sort of a pattern to form here. And then we're going to take it higher tomorrow. So that's what we're looking to have play out. There's nothing more to do right now. It's done. It's been building up and developing all night so that this morning when the market opens, you could have 20 to 30 minutes of bliss and just to rocket to the upside. But I would much rather take plays like this tomorrow if it sets up where we get a nice flag in formation, and then in the morning tomorrow I see it start to break out of the flag. That's what I like to take. That I will take that trade for sure. So this morning it was just a little sloppy, and I was just hesitant. So it is what it is. You really don't need to overthink it a lot when you have enough training and enough experience. But there's always something new. You got to remember that as much as you can study past examples, every single day that you hop onto the charts and try to trade and try to make money from this, it's always going to be new. It will always be new. So for 100% of the time for the rest of your life, if you want to make money from day trading, you're going to literally have to predict the future every single day. So that's really tough. It's really challenging. So your best bet is to just a lot of times not do anything and just really be patient. And you wait for those opportunities, and you want to wait for an opportunity that would be educational. If I see a trade set up and I can take the trade and that the trade would be educational, then I don't mind losing. At least I created an educational illustration with my time and money. But most of the time, if you take a trade and it is educational, 90% of the time it'll work out. So yeah, we had strong consolidation for the past 48 hours. About it was a 5 wave count on a bullish channel. This baby right here. That was the structure. There's your structure. This was your trigger candle. This was, if we were really good, we would have at least taken this up to these highs right here and gotten out right there. That was the trade right there. That I wish I would have taken, but it's okay. Can't win them all. So yeah, it's not going to just go up forever. It may go up twice as much from this point. It may go up higher, but eventually we're going to get a pullback. We're going to get a pattern. We're going to get more structure. And when we get more structure, we're going to look for that engulfing candle, that trigger candle to appear, or a retest of broken support. We're going to be looking for a retest of broken support or broken resistance. All right. So thanks for tuning in this morning. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. around 9:15 a.m. Eastern time.